So the thing is, I don't even really like Star Wars at this point, but I'm just too far in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I would just do Stargate stuff if I could,
Hmm.
and then I'd be happy. But like Disney just keeps sending those checks,
Yeah.
and because you just keep me and Charlie in the basement all the time, there's
Yeah.
I need them.
Well, it's crazy too how hard Charlie's pushing for the My Little Pony. Oh, we're live, guys. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Star Wars Empire at War.
I think I saw some Twilight. I'm not going to say.
Why isn't the game showing up? Hold on, you're getting a black screen. Just a second, guys. What is going on? That is not good. Shouldn't be.
It's showing up now.
Okay, cool. It's not on. I've got a big. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna. Oh, fuck, I've got normal latency. Oh well, that doesn't matter. Chat. I'm gonna be. I forgot to change it. I'm gonna be a little slow hearing you guys responding to your comments. Corey too. Sorry about that. But yeah, we are playing Star Wars Empire at War, Fall of the Republic, starting a brand new Fall of the Republic playthrough. In fact, with lead. I think his official title on the mod is Big Honcho. Can you confirm that, Corey?
I think we go with Head Pony.
Head. Okay, so they get to call me and Charlie furries, and you're now a brony. So congratulations.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right, so we're gonna. There's nothing wrong with that. That's true. We're gonna start a campaign as the separatist. The separatists.
You could have said Alliance after.
I know. I was like
Could've gotten away
Navy,
with
but we're doing ground stuff as well. Yeah, separatist alliance. We'll play as the Confederacy. There we go. We'll play on Admiral. Corey has convinced me to maybe start in a different era, so I think we'll do Era 3. I'll accept that. Admiral. Okay, let's see if I can do the thing that you told me to, Corey, before everything loads in. Come on.
There should be a delay even after the units spawn. Too,
Yeah.
before the heroes spawn, where you should be able to do it without that stuff happening.
All right, I got it. I think I got it. Because they're still conquering planets, so that means I probably got it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're playing a brand new campaign, Fall of the Republic. We're playing with Cruel AI on. I think this is actually the first time I've started a campaign in this mod from the beginning with Cruel AI. So it's gonna be a little nasty, gonna be a little freaky. What's new in 0.6, Corey?
Well, there was pretty much the entire space rework, so all spaceships are statted differently. That was the bulk of it. A few bug fixes, and a few days ago we actually put out a hot fix that should improve galactic performance quite a bit. There's a lot more steps in that direction that we want to take, but basically what we found out was that on the galactic level, instead of just taking into account like each unit, as in a B1 company is a unit, a recusant is a unit, what it actually did was include every single member of every company.
Right.
So because B1s had like 40 or 50 B1s or more per company, it was treating that as like 50 plus units. So we've reduced how the galactic map sees it. So technically there's a lot less going on in the galactic map without actually changing how much is going on in the galactic map or what you end up doing in tactical battles. So there should be much smoother performance than there had been before.
So is that an issue with Thrawn's Revenge too? That like just wasn't noticeable because the units were much smaller?
Yeah, technically it'll be an issue with every mod. It's just because there were so many more infantry units in Fall of the Republic, it became a lot more obvious, and that's how we were able to.
So and you basically found a fix for it?
Yeah, so technically we reduced it so that each company technically only has 9 to 18 units in it, and then they'll spawn in the rest in the actual tactical battle. So it doesn't change how much you have in the battles. It just makes it easier for the game to track on the galactic level.
Right. So I assume you'll be getting your Empire War Nobel Prize sooner rather than later.
My shelf is full of them. I can't fit any more.
Okay. Okay, very good. So a lot less latency, or a lot less. I guess it was like kind of a stutter, right? That should
Yeah,
be.
it would be pretty laggy. It was especially noticeable even from the start on fast forward.
Mm-hmm.
So even that should be a bit smoother now. And especially later into the game when there's just like a bunch of infantry left in the galaxy,
Mm-hmm.
where even if you had like 99% of the planets, but they have 60 or 70 companies of B1s somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
it would still lag a lot. Uh, so hopefully that'll be resolved a bit more. That'll be smoother. And since we know what caused it, we can work around that when expanding stuff. So even though we were adding a lot of galactic level mechanics, we should hopefully be able to reduce the galactic lag down far below anything
Mm-hmm.
we've had before.
And are you gonna do some sort of fix for Thrawn's Revenge too? Even though the problem's a lot less in that mod.
Yeah, there's going to be some more ground reworks coming, and alongside, like, we're going to develop those with the knowledge of, like,
Mm-hmm.
don't do huge companies and do whatever we can to reduce the companies on the grid.
Right. So, folks, we are looking at General Grievous's. Okay, I was mistaken. I think earlier it must have just been a visual glitch or something, because it was saying 2, but now it's properly saying his full fleet
Well,
size. Grievous is
because he is a ground and space unit, it sometimes the game can be weird with that. Like, if you have
right.
heroes in a fleet, you can actually go over the pop cap with heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a hero SSDs are especially bad for that.
So call in Grievous at the very last position if you want to get the most out of your fleet, basically.
I don't think it works when you're already in the battle, but like when you don't use a Pathfinder,
Okay.
the biggest exploit with this was like Kane,
Mm-hmm.
where Kane being in Artist Kane in an SSD,
Yeah, which is
would
like
just
70 points or whatever.
yeah, he wouldn't count towards that initial pop cap.
Mm-hmm.
It would be
Pretty nasty. I didn't notice. Do we have the new kind of fleet number balancing in this as well?
yeah. So all that came with the 0.6 update there. Because everything should have been done for Fall of the Republic by that point, and there was just some stuff for Imperial Civil War that needed to be done.
Right. Okay, let's meet our 2 ships at Dara. We'll do an attack, and we will do a ground battle. So let's test out the new. So with everything
I think
in.
you just try to drag some.
Oh, then I just try to drag friendlies, but not.
Banking clan, yeah. Units.
Do you want to explain how that works? I know we've covered it before, but there might be some new folk here.
Right. So, in both Fall of the Republic and our post-Endor mod, Thrawn's Revenge, we try to have. Oh no, because you're in a later era, right? We try to have different government mechanics that are that help the factions play differently, even on the galactic map. Because other than that, usually it's just fleet composition and that kind of thing that would be different.
Yeah.
So for the Republic, you sort of get Senate influence, and then you decide whether you want to do Order 66, which gets you like co-op drive yards, ships, like the Imperator, Secutor, Tector, or
the objectively correct
Jedi.
choice.
Well, if you like having your Jedi murdered off, you can do that.
I do.
And then for
They're
the
incels.
CIS,
Sorry?
wow, that's mean.
But also true.
Not wrong, but mean.
I never promised to be polite here.
I know.
Sorry.
For the CIS, their government mechanic is primarily based around the fact that early on in the war, the Confederacy of Independent Systems was trying to live up to its name, where it was a bunch of different groups acting semi in concert, but mostly independently. So the CIS is split into technically 5 factions that are mostly aligned. Like, they won't attack you. You can pass through their territory, but what you kind of end up needing to do is increasing your influence with them, which right now is only done through purchasing it, which kind of fits with who they are, but we want to expand that more in the future. So
corporate mergers.
Other stuff to do. Yeah. And then when you get to 100 influence with any given corporation faction, all their stuff gets just added to your faction entirely. So you get all their planets, all their units. And so there's the Banking Clan, which is in the top left corner where we are right now. There's the Trade Federation, which is a brown faction towards like the mid-rim usually. The Techno Union, which has some planets in the core, as well as the area around Genos is Naipori,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Commerce Guild, which is typically northeastern section of the galaxy.
So
And each
how
one gives you
aggressive will
different
they
stuff
be
for
against the
games.
Republic?
We've generally toned their aggression down as much as possible. We want them to be something for the Republic to need to pay attention to, especially when you're playing as the Republic. But
Mm.
we don't want them to win the GC
Right.
for the CIS. Like we don't want them to the
Yeah.
most effective Confederate strategy to be sit back
Turtle
and wait
and
for your allies
yeah.
to do everything.
Yeah.
Because a big part of what that and sector forces, which are a similar sort of situation for the Republic, are meant to do is because it is in Thrawn's Revenge, we have a lot more factions.
Mm-hmm.
So there is you're starting more on the back foot without making like any individual faction super strong. So there's more of a build up.
Mm-hmm.
And with a 1v1 war, you kind of start on an equal footing. In this way, we can sort of divide that territory up while still keeping the sense of like one faction versus one faction,
Yeah.
and have that sense of build up without making it so that the AI just has to stomp you early if they want to set you back.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Let's go see if we can grab these. Up you go, boys. What was I gonna say? So we got a lot of questions about Reverend's Revenge in the chat.
We did.
Let's just ignore them.
We've secured a
Okay.
build pad.
X said I had to ignore them.
Yeah. Let's grab this thing.
We've lost a build
Sensor node or tower.
bombardment available.
Give me my precious B1s, please. Oof. I think the bombardment's been changed since last time I played, maybe. Maybe not, though.
Yeah, so the bombardments,
Unit
rather than being a bunch of different shots, it's just one more powerful shot now.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like that. Much more accurate, probably.
So yeah, you have a better idea of what you're going to get out of it.
Mhm.
We've lost a build pad.
Alright, just go away. Run, boys, run.
Leviatus is asking, is Revan's Revenge coming to the Switch? And I can say for sure, Revan's Revenge will not be coming to.
That's really too bad. I think it had a lot of potential to for the platform, but
Yeah, well, we were in meetings with Nintendo, and we told them it was like you can either have us or you can have Animal Crossing, and we were out the door. Really misplayed that one.
Sensor array.
oh shit, there's some boys up here. Grievous coughing and not even self-isolating, very classic.
Ready to destroy the clones.
Let's call down that.
Bombing run available.
Bomber squadron reporting. Initiate attack run.
Reinforcement point contested.
Alright, boys.
Squadron commencing attack.
Let's move up. Should never have started a campaign with a ground battle so early. Ooh, nice bombing run.
We've secured a build pad.
Fight's not over.
Unit destroyed. At maximum unit
You're back up. I do love the Octep Tower though. It's pretty neat looking.
Yeah, they're pretty powerful.
So did you get much feedback from the new Mon Calamari models yet? Or have you gotten much?
Yeah, people seem to like them.
Cool.
And a few other mods have asked to use them.
And what did you say?
Usually I leave that up to the people who made each part.
Ah, fair enough.
I told them that.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, the answer ends up being yes. But
Yeah. Have you gotten much requests for the Great Fox model though? Because to be honest,
somehow, no. Well, yes, technically, but it's all from Charlie. So
Volume is a lot, but diversity is not high. Come on, Grievous. Look at him just giving it to that turret. There we go. So I was playing Republic Commando last night, and the game's not very fun anymore. It really does not hold up. Especially since I've been like playing Doom and stuff, which is like a masterclass in like
We've secured
controls.
I think
You
I
know?
played it in like 2017 and I really enjoyed it. But I also played on the easiest difficulty. There were some parts that I still found like super fucking annoying.
Yeah, like it's just like every B2 needs like 300 bullets to go down. It's just not fun. Okay. Plus it's just, I don't know, it's just the last level's like really weirdly long, and it's kind of weird that there's only 3 levels in the whole game.
So is this a bad time to tell you about the Republic Commando balance patch coming up for fall?
No. I like the idea of Republic Commandos, and I like their the HUD is cool. And atmosphere of that game is cool. It's just gameplay I don't think really holds up very well.
We've lost a build.
So you don't want us to give each battle droid or super battle droid fire count?
Well, I didn't. Well, as long as I don't have to actually shoot them, I don't really care.
We've secured a build pad.
Well, technically, Delta Squad right now in the mod is incredibly overpowered. So
Ooh,
We've lost a build
it's not good for me.
why are you just what are you doing with Grievous there?
I retreated him. He was just helping out, you know.
Running at some turrets that are.
Yeah.
available.
Ready for
He
order.
didn't get killed.
Gold Squadron
When he's on the higher tier ships, he can get killed and it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
When he's in Renator, you don't want to get him killed.
Is that his recusant?
I think that's its name.
I have no idea.
If you hover over it, it'll tell you.
Does it even get a name in the Clone Wars? Did you guys just make one up?
I think Jorrit got it from somewhere, based it on something, but I don't think it's the official name. Actually, it could be. I should check before I say that.
More like Ecusant, am I right?
No, I think you'll find that that's my ship, and don't try to claim it.
Oh, speaking of, I haven't claimed any new ships for your Empire War playthrough. I don't think your Imperial
The
one.
Imperial one?
Yeah.
I don't think you have.
I just want to give you something that's like extremely uncomfortable for you, but doesn't make me look like a total weirdo. It's like a difficult balance, you know?
Well, with this one, you get to pick the fighter loadout as well, and pick something that makes my life harder as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I could give you like TIE scouts or something.
Only stuff that's in the mod,
Choose your
unfortunately.
reinforcements.
But
You do have an interdictor in that fleet, so if you want to stop stuff, the small ones from regrouping.
right, I forgot about that. So people who haven't played this mod, we don't actually have an interdiction capital ship, but we've got this little feller here, and he drops interdiction mines. You can turn them on, and no one will run.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Pew, pew, pew.
Do not allow Republic forces to
Can you move the interdiction mine? No.
They have a very, very, very low speed. They can technically sort of float away.
I kind of like that. It's just kind of doing its own thing.
Navigating to coordinates.
TIE droids? Oh yeah, I could have TIE droids, couldn't I?
Yeah.
I just want the worst fighter I can get. Maybe just, like, just stock ties.
Very few people actually pick stock ties.
I might just a lot of TIE defenders.
TIE defenders I made cost like 3 fighter slots. So like an
okay.
ISD would have 6 fighter slots, but if you want TIE defenders, then you can have up to 2. That way I didn't just get a bunch of people giving me TIE defenders.
Cruiser
That would have been
reporting.
OP.
cheap. But almost everyone picked some combination of scimitars, howl runners, and vigilances.
Howl runners.
Yeah, it was weird.
What's the obsession with howl runners?
I don't know.
Even scimitars are kind of a weird one. I would have picked like the Punisher or something.
That isn't available for the faction.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, because that's like is that a Zinj one?
We gave it to Orido Authority for
Orido,
now.
okay.
We're gonna shift that around a bit as well.
Okay.
We're kind of reshuffling a lot of the Warlord because Orido Authority got a lot of the unique ones, and they're going bye-bye eventually. So we're gonna put that elsewhere.
Very sad.
Don't say that.
We've been tangling with them in our joint command playthrough quite a bit.
Yeah, and we killed them, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah.
So
You haven't recorded yours yet, have you?
Oh no. It's like poetry of rhyme.
I picked TIE droids and scimitar, but my Twitch sub ran out, so I cry. I get wrecked, Murmur. Just joking.
Choose your reinforcements.
I think you had it when you requested it, Marmar. So it should
Reinforcements
be.
cancelled.
I don't remove the ships when people. cancel
Sorry,
the
it ran
pledge.
out.
We needed to win this battle with my entire fleet, but everyone canceled their Patreon, so I deleted all the units. I don't know why George Lucas is doing fucking Empire at War playthroughs.
Yeah. I think the concept of money is just completely lost to George Lucas at this point.
Commence destruction of Republic forces.
So how much does it cost for a Star Destroyer? $3 billion?
I can get that and still have some left over from my Disney buyout. It's like, do you ever see that video? It's like asking rich people how much groceries cost. It's like, how much do you think a like a tube of toothpaste cost? And they're like, $20.
Isn't there the Arrested Development joke?
Oh yeah,
A loaf of bread.
yeah. Remember her also not knowing how much rent costs. Let's grab these ground units.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Malistaire. Corey, where's
Oh,
that?
no, it's about banana.
Bananas, oh yeah.
It's one banana, Michael. What could it cost? $10.
Corey, where's Malistaire? Oh, I found it. Oh, we can move this fleet here. We have a good old fashioned scrap. Ah, Tarkin arrived before we could. Well, let's see if we can blow up some of his ships. Does Tarkin get an upgrade?
Tarkin does not get an upgrade.
Okay, that's pretty rude, but okay.
He's still on a fucking VSD by Yavin, so...
Yeah, I guess it's canon where he's gotten... I think canon gave him a Star Destroyer. Was maybe the Executrix? Was that Tarkin's? Or was
Yeah,
that...
he did have that earlier.
Shutdown complete.
I think that is Legends, though.
Oh, okay.
But when he's landing on people like Gorman, he has the victory.
Well, he was just
And when
borrowing. He was just
he's
borrowing that because
bombing-
it's... Yeah, when he's bombing, what's her name? Homeworld. Quijux Homeworld. I did like that part. It was kind of cool.
Okay, you're weird.
Never claimed I wasn't, bud.
Present for Battle of Kashyyyk. Okay, so it would have been around the Clone Wars then that he had it, and then I guess he just decided, you know what, this is too epic for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got like... I think he got like the first or... Because I think the Executrix was like the second Star Destroyer, maybe. I could be wrong.
Gunship reporting.
Chuba. Fancying in a different direction. Classic.
Commanded by Moff Williff Tarkin and Captain Dark. Damn.
Is that,
No, Dark was a...
is that Joanna Dark? From Perfect Dark 64?
No.
Then what's even the point, I wonder? Alright, we're about to have a good old-fashioned scrapperoonie with Tarkin here.
Oh, you're gonna have a scrapperoonie there, bud.
Yes, bud.
That'll be fucking wild there, bud.
I heard he was chatting shit.
Fucking just gonna go over there and wreck him there, bud.
Just giving her. What is Tarkin's command bonus, I wonder?
I think he's tier 3.
Tier 2.
Wow, he's pretty epic.
I've got no ships, no fighters with me.
That makes him one of the highest in Fall of the Republic because there's no
Alright.
tier 1s.
I'm gonna have to leave. I got no fighters.
We are gonna do a research type thing for the Ricusin and Munificent, where it'll be like having the hull clamps for the Vulture droid,
Yeah.
so they'll get a compliment.
I gotta do a research droid to tell those fucking... Or research to tell those droids just to sit down on the outside of the ship.
I'm not gonna give it to you for free.
Shaking my head. SMH my head, Corey.
Wow. You know what?
Oof, my engines. Guess we got this big ass Woostry fleet. So what's the max fleet cap right now? Or ship cap, I guess, for one battle.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Can you hear me, Corey?
Yeah.
What's the max fleet for one battle now?
300.
Okay.
Tactical battle imminent.
Not good.
You know how gamers hate EA games?
I thought you were gonna say women, but yeah.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
But they also hate EV games.
Mm-hmm.
You think they also hate EC Henry?
No, I think EC Henry is a friend of the gamers, personally.
Batteries online.
Kind of gross.
Why?
I don't know.
You just daydreaming about EC Henry now?
No, he was mentioned in the chat, and I was thinking earlier about the whole EA, EB, then there's got to be something EC and EC. But this was what I was thinking about in the shower today. Don't tell EC Henry that.
I hope you didn't have ED when you were thinking about EC. Or I hope you did, maybe.
I don't know how to answer that.
You don't. Corey, could you add a dreadnought to the Republic, please?
Assuming tank ace means like a superstar destroyer.
Not yeah.
The Praetor kind of
Yeah. Oh, that
is
fucker.
that at the moment. And Farshot has been working on a Mandator concept.
How's it coming along?
Looks like what I'd expect a Mandator to. Looks nice.
Good. That's
Hopefully everyone will be pleased with it.
I guarantee they won't.
Well, they've been living with a fucking bumper car for 10 years, so...
Yeah. To be fair, the
Tactical
current standards aren't super high. No offense to who is it that made that one again?
Evil
Evil Jedi. Yeah. No offense to Evil Jedi, but shit's a bit dated. Not his fault.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything I did 14
Choose
years
your
ago was shit, and it
reinforcements.
was even longer before that, so...
Flank speed.
Will you ever implement other Separatist Council leaders like Wat Tambor or Shumai? I think it would be cool. Yeah, so there'll be more heroes that come in. Those ones will probably be tied to faction integration. But we wanted to stick to like a certain similar amount of heroes for each side for the first release. And
Just the lame
to make
ones
sure we
first.
didn't. Yeah. Otherwise, people would be too excited about the mod. We need to make sure we tone that down.
Yeah.
And we also didn't want the mod to take like 16 years and never see a release because we don't think that's very epic.
Well, you've been honest with it. 0.6 or version 0.6, so like it's not full. It's not the whole vision yet. It's getting there, but the boys and gals still need to put some work in on it. It's all good.
Really, you can just throw whatever number you want onto stuff. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, true. Just like when games will like call something like an early access release when they've got no intention of ever finishing it.
Yeah. Like Minecraft took 15 years to get to full release.
And gets like half a feature now every year.
But what a half a feature.
There are blocks that play music now. Wait, is this mine? Oh yeah. I got some thick boys in the core, near the core. All right, we gotta focus on one area.
Well, you kind of gotta get people used to new mechanics. You can't just slop it all in it.
That is true. I have been known to be a bit sloppy with my mechanics.
Super sloppy.
Super Slop Destroyer? Tasty beverage.
Mara, can you stop asking if I think about E.C. Henry in the shower? We've established that I do.
Oh, this is a big old fleet.
Will your KOTOR mod have a campaign that revolves around the I mean, it's hard to turn an RPG campaign into an RTS campaign, but I'd imagine a KOTOR mod would have events on the galactic level at least that sort of tie into what's going on there.
Ooh, Starforge.
New task assigned.
I would expect that a Starforge would be in.
Cool. You said wood, right?
A Starforge would be in a mod of that period, yes,
Coming
if such a
about.
mod were
Yes.
to be in production.
Reinforcements cancelled.
And something you'll notice with the fighters is there's a little icon in the bottom corner, or a little symbol in the bottom corner, to help clear up some of the clutter from having as many fighters as there are in the Clone Wars. Fighters can come in like regular squads with TOW fighters. That's what the single line is. Sometimes there will be a dot, which means there's 6 fighters in that squad. There will be 2 lines for 24 fighters, and very rarely 3 lines for 36 fighters, just to help with tactical lag so that there's fewer squadrons to track, as well as screen clutter so there's not icons all over the place.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, Heavy Mantillions Cruiser, ready for action.
Is the Old Republic mod Corey made a video on real? I can confirm that the video is real.
Such a bastard.
Reinforcements en route.
Why does this map have that planet on it? Why doesn't it have the other planets? Heck, what did you do?
I don't know.
Roger, roger.
It auto updates, right?
Checking.
It's not your fault.
Okay,
Wow, roger that.
that's good.
It should be.
I was a little upset for a second, I'm not gonna lie.
Roger, roger.
I updated it,
Must
right?
just be an old map.
Secure.
Alright. Munificence, Montillificence, Wolfpack coming in.
Destroy turret. Hold your ground. Target turret.
Ooh, the boys are scrapping now.
Why doesn't Count Dooku and Space use the sail ship? So, ground transport, or like the landers, weren't really a high priority when developing the first versions.
Wow.
We basically just wanted one per faction at first, and then that would be enough for initial release, and we're going to be making more like that as we go. Like CR25 got added in this release for the Republic. We've decided on like 5 or 6 others, but they don't add much to gameplay. It's mostly a cosmetic thing, so that kind of stuff tends to go below other kinds of units and features in development.
Can you give, what's his name? Trench some special shields?
Of Republic forces.
Direct fire at their laser cannons.
Like a kite shield, or
They call him the thermal shield in the show.
Weapons ready.
I don't know if that actually means anything, but...
I don't know that it does.
What?
I don't know that it does.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Power up for you.
It's kind of like no one giving a shit how shields work in Star Wars.
Target those lasers.
Power up. Check your flank.
Shut down
Looks like Trench is gonna get. kinda
Yeah, I'm
fucked by
considering
some
whether I want to
acclimators there.
retreat or if I can win.
If you just kind of like pause and assign some of the munificence some different targets, you might be able to
Hmm.
take them out a bit better. Because it's like the Providence Dreadnought's pretty tanky. You've done a good job against those Venator.
Yeah.
How are you doing that?
Yeah. Well, I think we'll be fine. I am a little worried about these 4, but we do have 3 Requisants. Let's just... That one's de-shielded. Let's just take out the big guns on this. Medium proton. Light
Direct
quad
fire
turbo
at their
laser.
laser cannons.
Okay.
Target
Get you
those
on
lasers.
that. You're doing nothing.
Separatist dreadnoughts.
Yes, sir.
That shouldn't be
Attack
happening.
position.
Was your aiming reticle recently calibrated? Target turret power up.
Will Mandel Motors be added as a corporation on Mandalore? We basically only put in the corporations when there's something they can discount, and because the Mandalorian stuff is typically already tied to influence, and having a corporation that really only applies once you have 10 influence.
It's a bad idea,
We
I
might
should
do it as a
retreat.
way to get influence, so we'll see.
Direct fire at their laser cannons.
I should have retreated. We're going to lose Trench.
I think you got it. Just drive the munificence right in the middle
That's
of the
exactly what I'm doing.
Dispose of turret.
Trench, get out of there! Nah, he's definitely dying.
Primary target.
No, he's gone.
For
He's
sure.
dead, Jim.
100%.
Analysis. Republic.
It's not like he's your faction's best space commander. It's fine.
Yeah, it's no big deal. So this was actually intentional. It's called the Extra Cruel AI Challenge.
I guess this is a good place to talk about the fact that in the future, Trench probably will get a similar mechanic to Grievous.
Oh, I thought he did.
Because of how often he died. No, he's gone.
Oh, okay.
He's done.
Very epic.
Complete both shut
Trench, Grievous, and Dirge will probably all get something like that.
Is Dirge even in the mod right now?
Not yet.
Okay,
It's gonna be
so
hard to make.
yes.
Targeting the torpedo launcher.
shields on.
Yeah, you know this. Let's make this one guy. He doesn't die, which is the really cool thing ever. So that should be fun for the mod.
Machines are superior.
Yeah, we're not gonna go quite that far.
Protect the control tower to prevent a design vulnerability.
Oh, there he goes. Not a great battle for the boys, gotta say. Here.
Clear shot.
Finish this.
Yeah, you do get some good Lugerhawk heroes for integrating
Target those
the
lasers.
Banking Clan and the Trade Federation.
Direct
which you
fire
might
on
want
those
now.
torpedo tubes.
Yeah.
Well aimed.
How much does it cost to integrate one faction in total?
Oh,
See a trench.
because you can do the missions as well. The Banking Clan one is actually one of the easier ones to do.
Direct fire at their laser cannons.
Just want to make sure you're sitting below 25,000 credits, or else they won't give you that one.
Gotcha.
Uh,
F in the chat, boys and girls. Sorry.
Target turret.
I don't know. I think we've had a problem with some people trying to F in the chat.
Yeah, that's definitely happened.
At your command.
Shutdown sequence nearly
But yeah,
complete.
Porous Tanith will
Shutdown
be
nearly complete.
choice for this playthrough now.
I can build. Who do I have to integrate to get the other Providence Dreadnoughts?
The Commerce Guild. I always want to call them the Corporal.
Defend the reactor.
Target those lasers.
All right, take out these Dreadnoughts.
Power up. Focus your energy.
Reporting in.
Blast doors operational.
We've lost our turbo lasers. Our primary engine system
I
is
say the
down.
Republic is pretty tough. Got lots of fighters. They got turbo lasers, lots of them.
Has been destroyed.
Was your aiming reticle recently calibrated?
Is a dreadnought gonna kill a munificent? You think head to head?
We must complete both shutdowns sequences.
I'm not sure. I think the munificents have more firepower, but they're gonna lose their shields faster. So they're usually better as like damage support.
Direct fire at their
Well,
laser cannons.
that sucks. At least we killed
Recently calibrated.
decent amount of ships.
Charge.
Take out their engines.
Let's kill that. That's gonna die. That's dead. That's dead. Well, just a couple dreadnoughts. Let that survive.
The engines are our primary target.
Kill this fucking Venator, please.
Take out their engines.
Yeah, there's also multiple types of dreadnought. There's like the
Target acquired.
pre-Clone Wars naval dreadnought, the regular naval dreadnought, the sector
really?
forces. There,
And are they actually different?
yeah, there's like laser cannon armament. So one is based on the Katana fleet, I believe. One is more like the Imperial, and one is like just shitty laser cannons.
Right. Well, we lost a lot there. Lost a Providence, a Montillions, and a big spider boy. We didn't really kill that much, so we killed 8 acclimators. I guess that's okay, but definitely not worth it. Lasai.
You done good, son.
No, I didn't. Okay, let's try to carve out some little slices of happy territory for the boys.
Commencing.
Before I do that, though, let's just... It is kind of nice that you can, like, get all these planets. Like, this is protected, not really by me, but by the other factions. Or at least, they gotta go through some planets. Build a thing
Yeah.
there. Raxus.
See, that way the Republic can take planets, put you more at a disadvantage without it feeling like you've lost any.
Wow, now that is smart.
Hashtag game design.
Hashtag the Clone Wars are my passion. Sure, a lot of people try to join the Seppies. I'm a fan.
Choose your reinforcements.
Obey.
I'm getting so many spam calls right now. 5 calls in the last, like, not great.
I warned you about calling those televangelists, buddy.
Go for their engines.
I know how badly you wanted a prayer towel, but it's just not worth it.
It's just with coronavirus, I figured I needed to send my money somewhere.
Achieve.
Should I buy food this week or the prayer towel I've been saving up for?
If God didn't want them to be rich, why would I be sending them my money?
Actually, I did. The prayer towels are usually free. My buddy and I, we called in for one back in the day. Battle carrier. Ooh. Is that the best version of the Luger Hulk? The battle carrier?
No. Battle cruiser. Battle carrier is like the middle one.
Okay.
Auxiliary is
Just trash.
just absolute trash.
It won't be long.
At least you're honest about it.
Task assigned.
Its main utility is that we were considering putting it in skirmish so that Charlie would stop complaining about the Grogs being, because he wouldn't know any different.
Charlie, this one's
And
really epic. Trust me.
the battle carrier is like still really good. It's just it's not the battle cruiser, which is super epic.
How much does that cost? Like 100?
No, it's only like 30,000. But
No, sorry. I mean points.
Unit in production.
oh yeah, it's around 100. It's just weird calling them points.
Building started.
Building
Yeah.
started.
We can't attack the Empire anymore. We've run out of points.
If Wedge here, we'll just have too many points. We can't do it.
The idea of like pop cap and an RTS is just kind of weird in general. Okay, guys, we could win more, but
Union
seem
thing.
like I'm
Sorry.
routed. I gotta stay back.
We're gonna attack Coruscant. At least in space. Let's see what's going on.
I've booted up TR 2.1 from like 6 years ago. Nostalgia was crazy. Would you ever consider releasing even older versions for old consoles? You can find them all. Yeah, they're out there.
When will the next playing with fans be? You've got to ask Charlie. He's supposed to be doing it, but he keeps fixing his sleep schedule. Whoa, that's a big fleet. All right, we're not going to be taking Coruscant.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, where it looks like they weren't activated. So you're lucky.
Yes.
We are not retreating. We're advancing in a different direction.
Okay, I'll have to ask Charlie about the next playing with fans. He keeps fixing his sleep schedule. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Elsa Khan we could try? Elsa the Wrath of Khan. Man, that was so fucking funny. Okay, let's get these units from Malastare down to Ariadu.
Construction complete.
It definitely is a lot to get used to, like, when you have so many fleets, like, compared to Thrawn's Revenge, where, I don't know, it's just easier. Like, it's easier in this to kind of, like, lose track of the greater picture.
Yeah, you're starting off so built up.
Yeah. Where's Megiddo? I never remember where planets are.
You call yourself a lore tuber.
I never call myself that because that's embarrassing.
That's your name on Facebook.
Sure, they do call me Justin Loretuber.
Justin lore tuber.
Yeah. Oh, right there. Okay.
It's weird that you made it your legal last name.
It's even weirder for us. Destroy targets. Okay, so here we have a... well, I've got to kill 5 Architens and I'll get a Recusant. That's nice. And I'll also boost the Commerce Guild opinion of me.
Tactical battle imminent. Tactical battle imminent.
Is Thrawn's Revenge better than New Jedi Order, in your opinion? I preferred New Jedi Order. Yes.
NJO was built off of a 6-year-old version of Thrawn's Revenge that just piled more units.
NJO does do something cool with the refugee system. I like that. But
Countdown active at target beta.
yeah, I mean, there are different levels of team size. Are they still working on the other mod even? I don't know.
I think he is. It's like it's literally 2.1, but instead of going the direction we did, it's changed. It was just more content in that style.
I mean, it is pretty cool they get to play with the MC-104 cruiser, whatever that is.
I suppose it's like if Thrawn's Revenge, Alliance, and Yoden's mod had a...
Yeah. Have you thought of adding a medic ship into Thrawn's Revenge?
Yeah, Fleet Tenders will be in TR as well. It's just with Fall of the Republic, we needed them in sooner because they were a good place
doing
to
the
put
interdictor thing, yeah. Yeah, gotcha. Let's do things on Cato Neimoidia. We've got headquarters, barracks, we've got factory. We've already got the trade station, so I might as well build these.
Constructing.
Constructing unit.
Okay. Let's see what's going on in Orinda. I gotta get used to the fleet size. I'm seeing 110. I'm like, okay, full-sized fleet. And I'm like, oh shit, third-sized fleet.
Yeah. But once you're used to it here, you'll be used to it for TR as well.
Hmm. Well, until once the update comes.
Yeah.
Do you have a planned date for that?
I was thinking of bringing Dana.
God damn it, Corey. Why do you do this to me, man? Seriously, why do you do this to me?
I don't know any better. I was raised poorly.
I was raised poorly.
But yeah, we want to do it sooner than later. There are certain things we're kind of deciding whether we want to include in the next update or if we want to just kind of push more planned stuff. Kind of have our annual super releases.
Enemy fleet approaching.
But yeah, we'll decide on that soon because like ideally it'd be sooner than later because it's been a while since TR had an update and the coronavirus or the corona spam got out of hand.
The coronavirus, yeah, I mean, it's kind of insensitive, but
our players started calling it the coronavirus, which I think is
it's
questionable.
It's funny, Corey.
But
Yeah.
disavow.
Disavow, yeah. Okay. Where's Barlock? Why doesn't TR have YouTuber class ships? That's a great question.
Tried putting them in, but Shaq sued me.
Tactical battle.
Can't use my likeness like this. Are you serious?
No, he just has a copyright on the term YouTuber.
Oh, you got that one from Jake Paul. That's good.
That's why his name on Facebook is Shaq YouTuber.
Ooh, look at this. Please tell me we have oh, we do. Beautiful. Well, they killed Trench. I almost said they killed Shaq. They killed Trench. We get to kill Yoda and like all of these ground units. So, is it worth it? Yes. Maybe.
Let me work.
Yeah.
Cherry, Lugerol can be made at any capital shipyard. Well, some are tier 4, some are tier 3. We're probably moving everything to tier 3 or tier 4.
Okay, make up your fucking mind, please.
There's just so many people now, and people do stuff, and I forget. And it's just... That's why I've got to start so many mods.
Accessing medical files.
Does the
Cargo ship here.
oh, does the Omni not do healing and
It does both.
Oh, is the healing just automatic?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a
Passive?
AoE pulse. Yeah.
Here's a quick fix.
What's the situation?
Redundancy procedures initiated. Messy. Negative life form confirmed. Destroy turret.
Oh shit.
This calls for a celebration.
Oh, poor Yoda.
Yeah.
Majority resident recently calibrated.
Activated.
You put your giant wing right into my
Power up for you.
I think that droid starfighter is saying curse words, Corey, in binary.
Is what?
He's saying curse words in binary.
He's cancelled.
Yes.
So yeah, you've deployed a lot of mines, but you haven't activated any of them.
Yeah. I just
The AI
wanted
is
it out
programmed
there.
not to actually leave when they see an interdictors on the map, otherwise people cheese the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I know. I've done
So
that
it
before.
makes a difference. Yeah, and that's I do it all the time, and that's why I wanted to change it.
That's why I like playing on cruel AI, because I can justify doing that. So it's like, okay, I am cheesing the AI, but the AI in return is cheesing me.
Well, now you can't.
Oh, I can.
Haven and Valor will be added at some point. Well, you can't cheese them that way. You have to find.
Oh
other
yeah.
cheats.
There's
Direct fire.
the biggest way you can cheese the AI is probably with jumping one ship in and then having their fleet move completely out of position and then jumping the rest of yours in.
Yeah.
Which also feels kind of tactical too, so you're like, oh,
Tactical or tactless?
yes. Will they prioritize an interdictor as well if they're not going to retreat? Or if they want to retreat?
I'm not sure how Bob has that set up. They do prioritize heroes pretty heavily. I don't know if they go for interdictors as heavily.
I noticed in Thrawn's Revenge they seem to go for carriers as well.
Yeah.
Awaiting orders.
Carriers are definitely prime targets.
So many goddamn Quasars playing Thrawn's Revenge. Can you imagine if Yoda just died like this in the Clone Wars? It's like, yeah, Yoda just got fucked up in the space battle.
Palpatine just throws out all of his plan. This was all unnecessary.
Does this have the new explosion effects that are coming to Thrawn's Revenge?
I think it did have one I was working on.
I don't think, because one thing I noticed is like when an unshielded ship gets shot at, there's a lot more explosions and it looks really good. No, I don't think this has that yet.
Yeah, like it's I think what you're thinking about there was like the hard point explosions.
Yeah, maybe.
But so far in either mod, only one has been changed. One explosion has been changed, and I'm still working on it because I'm not super happy with where.
Oh, I thought it looked different in the playthrough you were doing, but I guess I was.
It is like that's slightly more updated than this was.
Like I noticed the Star Destroyer, especially, was like when its shield was down, it looked like it was just being like set upon.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
On larger ships, that explosion type is more common as well, so that's part of it. And in Fall of the Republic, there's smaller ships on average.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the new TR update. Same space reworks, same ground reworks as Fall of the Republic got, plus some more. A lot of new, pretty much 80% of the New Republic's units have been redone visually as well.
Beautiful. Can't wait.
I just showed the Dauntless today. The Mon Cal stuff has been going up.
Oh, is the Dauntless in your video today?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean you posted it on the Mod DB, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I saw that actually. Can't wait till people see the Big Daddy.
Viscount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought your old Viscount model was a little too skinny, so I kind of like the new one.
Yeah, I was made all the Mon Cals a bit. With 2 Cs.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I think they should. I think they look good like that.
Are the Jedi getting involved? So they like all the same reworks we did in Fall of the Republic are applying in TR. So the same stuff that was done to Jedi in Fall of the Republic will happen to the Jedi in TR.
Okay. Are you thinking of adding more abilities? I know I asked you this, but
yeah, we're generally trying to like think of more diverse ability types rather than just putting like power to weapons on everything. So that is something we are slowly working through.
Is it possible to use abilities kind of like stances? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's something we've discussed ways to do. It would get kind of complicated and hard to track for the player though, because it'd involve like really hacky stuff with the UI.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot of points of failure.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about a few ways to do something like that. It probably wouldn't be anytime soon if we did do it. It's not impossible as a long-term thing.
Is there any mod that does anything like that? I don't think I've ever seen it.
No.
Let's just kill all these hapless ground units. This is a lot of ground units as well.
Yeah, this is the best way to kill ground units.
Yeah. Look at him, man. Have you ever seen the YouTube series Another Dirty Room?
No?
Do you know who Dan Bell is?
No.
He goes in like abandoned shopping malls and stuff, and but yeah, he's got this series called Another Dirty Room, which is really funny. Basically, he will rent for a night like the lowest rated hotels like across America and Canada. And, like some of the shit he finds is disgusting. Needles, shit stained undies. Actually, that's mostly it. No, but this just reminds me of like when he would like move like a particularly dirty item, and there'd be like fucking bugs and shit coming out.
That sounds horrible.
It's a really entertaining series, though. There was a while where I was just like, it was just, I think, because each episode's like probably 20 to 40 minutes long. I was just like, there was a while where every night I was just putting it on while I was working.
Huh. Sounds kind of gross.
It is gross, but the guys are funny, and some of the shit they find is like truly spectacular in the worst way. Am I starting 20 series? Maybe. I mean, I've got this one, I've got the other TR one, and I've got the random games I've been streaming. So I don't think there's too many right now. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna finish Doom because people kind of lost interest. But I'm probably stream it, I guess. I think I'm getting kind of close to the end. Maybe 3 more streams or 4 more streams.
Getting any new factions in the TR update to play as? Not yet. The Hapens will be the next playable faction, but we still need to do a lot of assets for that. So it'll probably go like Hapens, Huts, Corellians, Vaughn, Chiss.
Corellian should be interesting. How are you going to manage that?
Making Corellian stuff. Because they also, like, for them it'd be getting the Second Galactic Civil War stuff.
Mm-hmm. So would you be able to play as them in, like, a regular GC? Because when they only have, like, you know, like 5 planets or whatever?
Yeah, they'd be one of the harder ones to start as, but you could also, like, make them rebel earlier.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they have that secret shipyard you could add, too.
Because like Thraken Sal Solo is trying to rebel the entire time, so it's just you'd be successful a bit earlier than he was.
That could be a cool like story feature for the New Republic.
Yeah, once we're done, like Corellians as a faction would start off as like a vassal option for the New Republic, kind of like what we showed with the Hapens.
Right.
So, and then there'd be Thraken-y stuff that can happen. So they're going to be kind of like a mix of crisis event and playable faction.
So it must be hiding in a cloud somewhere. I was heartbroken, Corey. We had that issue when I was recording. When I was recording for Joint Command, I captured 2 Secutors in a battle, but the second one was the last ship. So, like, have you ever had that issue where, like, the last ship, if you capture it, they just won't, the battle just won't end?
The game state doesn't update. So
yeah. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe they're in... No idea where the enemy is hiding.
You may need to end up auto-resolving.
Yeah, oh, they found something, I think. Yeah, there it is. He was just chilling. So we killed, oh nice, we killed 6 ATTEs, 5 A6 Juggernauts, 3 A5 juggernauts. Yikes for them. 23 clone trooper squads or platoons in Joda. Agamar, man, oh man. Good thing is if I get these 3, I'll have like a front line. I can push forward towards the core. Green is the sectors, right? Like the individual, or the independent, or not independent, but the not fully Republic systems, right?
No, they're a darker red. They don't.
Oh, okay.
They're already integrated by this point.
Oh, okay.
When you start in the later era,
So
the
green
are
is
just like independent.
Okay. So will they be aggressive or?
They won't be aggressive, but
Okay.
you will want to kill them at some point. Just you can have their stuff, their planets.
Well, I'm kind of a live and let live guy, to be honest. So.
Nope, gotta kill them.
Okay. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's take Arinda. Do I got some boys here? Yes.
Roger, roger.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh me, oh my. Mr. Pelion himself. Oh, I killed I killed myself. Pelta support ship. Oh, wow. So we've got Yularen. We've got Admiral Coburn. Is he from Clone Wars? I don't...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's the one that gets, like, kidnapped, right? For a bit. I think.
I think so.
By the bounty hunters, I think. It's a fleet of 48. That's not that big. 22...
Focus your effort.
Right away.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alsakan ain't shit, Corey.
It's kind of rude.
Yeah. I looked at the Tapcraft numbers. They're looking pretty good on Podbean.
Is that true?
Choose your
Yes.
reinforcements.
I haven't looked for this episode yet.
Oh, I haven't looked for this episode either. I just meant generally.
You have
No,
surpassed your
no.
hourly quota.
Let's see.
I'm gonna guess we have 800 downloads.
800 downloads for this episode,
episode,
or
yeah.
800 downloads total.
This episode.
That
Has
every-
sustained critical damage.
I am at your disposal.
Deny them any chance to escape.
Luke forms his Jedi Academy. 1012.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty loyal base. I notice we're on a general. We are on a general like increase. I mean, the first few episodes did really well, but
Oh, Luke Skywalker is not a good teacher. Has 551.
that sucks. No, it doesn't suck, but still 1,000 for the last one. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. That just means it needs more time.
Just a little more time. Well, I've only listened to that episode about 400 times, so.
Oh yeah, I usually try to get at least 30 in just on full repeat. Yeah, been busy, so. Okay, if I kill you, Lauren, then I won't feel so bad about my losses from earlier.
I thought my fucking file management and naming conventions were terrible. Podcast_TTTT.mp3. What's wrong with you?
I didn't know it should. It's funny, dude. My file management is just ass. Like, when I'm like exporting an audio file to like work on a video, I'll just be like listening to a YouTube video in the background, and like my file will just like end up named coronavirus or something. Like whatever I'm listening to. Damn, did they run? They did, didn't they? Shit. Or like a lot of times it'll just be like dem boys or some shit.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Our listenership dropped from an all-time high in January. Really gotta get that back up. We also didn't record an episode for like forever.
Yeah. Yeah, Charlie was here for a bit, so.
Yeah. Is there a Tapcaf next week? There is a Tapcaf next week. We're going to be finishing the Jedi Academy trilogy.
Over on Corey's channel.
That is going to be over on Corey's channel.
I'm just going to start plugging them more in my video. I've stopped uploading the videos that I don't stream just because they don't really do very well. I know that's kind of selfish, but like they just like they were kind of hurting the analytics of it, which I understand because people see like a 3-hour or 4-hour video, they're like, what the fuck is this? You guys gonna capture this, please? But I think I will try to do more general promotion. Oh, fuck's sakes.
Choose your reinforcements.
Wow, this guy's got decimated. Oh, Grievous is in Ventress's thing. You said there's only one now for like personnel, or like for each size.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. No, I think it is just hard sells for the CIS right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the Republic has 8-2s for most of their heroes.
Oh well, Grievous
Sierra
has
20.
Grievous has a ship. Like he had the he had the I don't know what it's called, the one Ventress's thing from the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's
The old Clone Wars.
We've secured a build path.
Yeah, I think we gave most heroes the Jinbei's for now.
Sensor node constructed.
Uh-oh, Grievous, get back. Waddle your ass back there, please.
Roger, roger.
Maximum unit capacity.
Lombard units be added as militia or loyalty reward. Yes, we're not sure which one. And thank you, Jonathan C.
Is there a donation that I missed?
No, he just said he's been watching all of my videos.
Have you played the new Skylines DLC?
I don't own it yet.
I haven't played it much. I'm a little discouraged because it just fucked up all my mods. It's just like,
Welcome to Paradox.
what's that?
Welcome to Paradox Games.
Yeah.
They'll recover.
Well, I just honestly, I had a lot of shit that I wasn't using anyway, so I just kept the essentials, and I'm just gonna do a reinstall because like so even some assets broke, which kind of seems weird.
Yeah.
I think the assets would be fine, but I don't know. You have the smell of a traitor? Do you even have a nose, General Grievous? I guess he does.
He did at one point. He knew what a traitor or what a smell was.
Mm-hmm. I guess that fits.
Bombing run available.
Ready. Commencing bombing run. Computers locked on target.
Eat Vulture Droid, sucker! Does Grievous do his weird spider run? Oh no. Wow. 0 out of 10 mod would not recommend. Which is funny because everyone tells me that I play only your mods only, and that's because I only like you. And only because I'm your friend.
Yeah. Well, they're terrible mods. You like every other mod.
That's true.
It's not that we're friends because you like the mod and that made us talk to each other more. And that's how we met. It was we actually were friends first, and then.
Well, yeah, that's a Canada
millions of
thing.
dollars
Everyone gets
to-
introduced at some point. I think it was Justin Trudeau that introduced us.
Yeah.
Or Commander General Poutine, maybe? Or sorry, Poutine?
Yeah, that was at Justin's coronation
Oh, right, yes.
when he became the new royal family of Canada.
The old moose wrestling. Very, very classic. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Uh-oh. Watch out for that ATTE. Yes, Grievous. Slowly walk after him. Now walk quickly.
We've lost a build pad. We've secured a build pad.
Is the Octoptar, would you say, the best CIS vehicle?
Yeah, for sure.
We've lost
Like individually, yeah.
And you get 2 of them, so that's pretty cool.
I thought about reducing that to 1.
Please don't.
Please get it in.
Please get it in. That was on the Canadian History Moments program. Please get in by random guy at basketball park. Very important. So why is Delta Squad broken?
Why is it broken?
I think you said that, yeah.
No, they're just super OP.
Yeah. Like
They just ended up that way.
okay. It just do be like that, basically? That's what I got out of that?
Their statting kind of fell through some cracks because they got some unique, like their projectiles and stuff. I think ended up being unique, and
So just too much, too good going on?
secured.
yeah, they shoot a lot of stuff. They have like I think Boss and Scorch both have some anti-vehicle bombs that are really powerful. That's the main thing because like they can take out Octataras together pretty easily. And then Fixer is also there.
Do you have lines from the game? Wow.
Not at the moment.
You don't have Carthonasi there, just giving her?
We've secured
Never thought of that.
It's Fixer's voice
Yeah.
actor. And
No,
what's
I-
his name from Mass Effect?
Yeah.
We've lost
Mass Effect. That guy.
Yeah, that's right. I know, you haven't
I
played
know
it.
the game.
You should. It's still very... holds up, it's very playable.
Mass E. Ferguson. It's
Oof.
a Canadian joke.
Got him. Oh, I didn't get him. Shit.
Didn't get him at all.
I thought I did, but I didn't. No. Go away. You should be able to heal Grievous with one of the machine repair stations.
Yeah, it's the so like those have tags that they're able to do or not. We just haven't done the proper exceptions. For
Oh, you're actually gonna do that?
Yeah.
Cool. So are you just gonna remove? I guess you can't remove back because they have heroes. But so Bacta won't work on them then?
For Grievous, we'll probably make it so ideally we'd make it so both work. For Battle Droids, we'd make it so only repair does.
That's cool.
Or we might. We've also talked about potentially switching the model from the back tank to being like a medic droid and a repair droid.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So that's just a pair of those, and it makes more sense. So it depends which way we go with that.
Yeah, because people are gonna be confused because like every mod like has just kind of ignored that. People do be pretty dumb.
What I was talking about earlier with like easing people into stuff.
Yeah. That could be the splash screen of the month or whatever.
Hey,
reinforcements.
these are back to
Bacta. Not Droidka.
Droidica.
Well, yeah. Droidka for the Droidica. My favorite Star Wars movie? Probably Return of the Jedi. You know that one from the trilogy that everyone likes that people don't like? That's the one I like.
Did you say Return of the Jedi?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that movie?
I think it's a decent movie. It's not. It's probably in my top 3, but it's not my top 1 or 2.
It's hard for me because the first like 40 minutes are like really really shitty, but then like everything else is really amazing. Well, even some of the Endor parts are shitty too, but the space battle and the Luke and Vader stuff to me is like good enough to make up for the worst parts.
Missile ready. No one will deny me my victory. You seek a weakness, you will
Yeah, I get that.
I used to watch that movie like every day when I was a kid, so
See, my first movie was Phantom Menace. I wasn't introduced to it until like 12, 13.
yeah, I was very young when I got the Star Wars introduction from my Faja. Damn, those battle droids got fucked. All right, back up. Let's wait for the armor. Let's wait for the
I don't
armor.
think either of my parents ever saw a Star Wars movie. I mean, my dad still could, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Dad, you know that thing that I spend my life talking about and fuels my my livelihood? Do you want to see it?
He doesn't know what to do.
Really?
I don't think so. He often tries to like talk about me getting a job. I don't think he understands.
Like, I do get paid, you know that, right, Dad? Like, and actually, I'm still working now, and lots of people don't. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird, like living with him and my mom. Like I was doing that because I could work from home and then I him to go work. Well, my mom wouldn't be left alone, and
He just didn't get that.
and yeah, it especially at that point, I don't think he understood that. Well, he was at work. I too was working, or I was working all night, or yeah. Like he understands that I do something, but I don't think he understands that it's like an actual career that I'm trying to stick with, or yeah. Do your parents both understand like what you do?
Yeah, they're really supportive, actually, which is nice.
Comlink.
I mean, even when like I stopped doing a lot to do YouTube, I thought my dad was gonna freak out, but he was pretty cool about it. Well, for a while, when I moved back from Toronto, I didn't tell them what I was doing. I don't know why, I just didn't want to, I guess. And I thought I was like writing resumes or something. So I think it was kind of like, okay, he's not selling drugs, so this could be worse.
Yeah.
I mean, not much worse, but it could be worse.
So you're saying is that they don't watch the video?
My dad said he does occasionally, and I'm like, please don't.
Yeah, I think my mom used to watch some of them, or she definitely had, like back when you could see subscriber numbers, the exact subscriber number on the other side, like subscriber counter.
Yeah.
My mom had that bookmarked, and she'd check it almost as much as I did.
I remember my dad listened to our podcast, and he said it wasn't very good. I'm not even joking. Well, he didn't say it wasn't very good, but he was just like, yeah, sure do talk about nothing a lot. I was like, yep.
Yeah, that's every podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, you don't get it, old man. It's like, we're giving the people what they want, okay?
Podcasting is an industry based on primarily white guys thinking that other people want to hear them talk about nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't that the truth? All right.
Not just that people want to hear it, that they deserve to have people want to hear it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so we've got a Rinda. That'll be a good place to fortify ourselves.
Building started.
Do CIS actually have an ion cannon, or is that just a temporary?
Well, they do actually have an ion cannon
Okay, not very epic, but okay.
that will change to a different thing.
Okay. Not a big fan of the ion cannon. It's never won me over.
Okay, well, that's kind of rude to say with it right there.
I don't really care. It knows how I feel, and it's had chances to try to fix it. It just doesn't give a shit. So yeah, I'm done playing nice.
It sounds like you're not listening to how it feels, though.
Yeah, well. When I'm home with the baby all goddamn day? No. Hey, Sulligan. Good to see you. Bud?
So what you're saying is your dad is going to be the next guest we have on the podcast, right?
He totally would. He'd love that. Oh, shit. My dad
Would he
texted
read
me.
them?
I forgot to message him.
Power pack.
My dad's like one of those guys, like, he definitely can read, but, like, I've never seen him read a book.
He definitely can read.
Like, he sends me emails and shit. Yeah, speaking of, my dad texted me. I forgot to answer him. What's up there, bud? How's things going? How work? Work? Good. Period. How you? Going crazy yet. Male bonding. Very
Sounds
important.
like verbs are at a premium.
Yeah. So, like, sometimes, like, I'll give my dad, like, really good news, like, expecting something. It's just a VG. Very good. Just funny, because, like, that's not how he is in person at all. I think it's just, like, an old person thing.
Constructing.
Gus is born.
VG. It would have been, like, yeah, maybe. If we take Ithor, Dathomir, or Cestus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll just push up through there. Let's see if I can get Big Daddy, Huey Lewis and the News over where he needs to be.
Nice.
I love Huey Lewis. I don't love Huey Lewis and the News, but
What were you referencing? Like,
nothing.
who is he?
Who is Huey
You
Lewis
just-
and the News? It's a band.
No, I know that. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's just
Because I'm
sometimes
behind on the stream,
I just
don't
say
know
shit
what you're
sometimes.
talking-
Nothing really.
Okay, well,
Sometimes when I'm just listing off 3 things, I'll be like, okay, Arinda, Ithor, Dathomir, like Huey Lewis and the News. I don't know.
huh.
Shut up, Corey.
No, it's great. I love it.
Okay. My dad sounds like an epic guy. He is.
Choose your reinforcements.
Wow, sure need more capture shuttles in this mod. Just joking, I get it.
How disappointing!
Capture entry coordinates. No organic soldiers
Oh.
should stand in your
I wish there's just, a scumbag faction. That's who I want to be. It's like the man hasn't built his own ship since 100 BBY.
Yeah, I think I talked about it in the first episode of Joint Command. That I did. Was like, why are we even playing the New Republic? I don't get.
You don't get what?
I get why we're not just playing the New Republic,
What do you mean we are playing the New Republic?
or why we are playing the New Republic when you never want to use their units.
I love using their units. I just like mixing them, you know? Like, I find it really satisfying to have, like, one beefy MC-80 Home 1 in the middle, and then just, like... But I usually... Or one MC-80 Home 1, and then I usually pump the shit at MC-80Bs, because I quite like them. Yeah, no, I love the New Republic has my... Even if they didn't have the capture shuttle thing, they still have my favorite roster. By far, I'd say.
Yeah, and they're gonna look even better.
Mm-hmm. Did you say in DMs that you wanted us to limit it to 2 capture shuttles, or am I imagining that?
I didn't say that. No.
Okay. Sweet.
I think you're thinking of people in the comments saying you should try having 2 capture shuttles.
No, because I think I must have misread what you said, or like there was a miscommunication, because I said something about building another one, and I think you said, yeah, I just didn't quite understand.
Oh no! So yeah, I got one killed, and you said you'd build another one. I said I already did.
Oh,
Something
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
Or that I'd already queued one up.
Yeah.
I wasn't telling you not to, just that you didn't necessarily need to
Mm-hmm.
replace that one. I'd never tell you don't build capture shuttles.
Well, it's like Shaq sometimes will put like rules into his things, like he has to jump all hyperspace or jump all ships into a battle at once or whatever to help keep it entertaining. I thought that's what like you were trying to go for, like so I didn't cheese the shit out of it.
No. Like, I think capture shuttles aren't reliable enough that I'm that worried about you spending all our. Yeah, if anything, I'd just be afraid of you spending all our money.
Oh, I'll get the investment back. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I don't know why it fucking hates me, but
Yeah,
loves
you've
you.
had you've had bad luck, like really bad luck.
Heading out.
Is Invincible ever gonna make it over here? Or no.
You're not the only one with a cape,
I'm not the only one with the cape. What?
my master.
What does it even mean?
Continue control tower defense.
This does not compute. Wow, roger that. This does not compute.
I don't have time to trifle with the likes of you.
Hold your ground, clear shot.
Yes, my lord.
They are running. Go for their engines.
Supply ship reporting.
Shit. No. I almost didn't get the mine off in time.
Your skills are impressive.
How are you not taking here? How are we not taking this guy down? Go in.
Target those lasers.
Reinforcements on route.
There we go.
Missile launchers are the primary target.
Did you make the Invincible model?
Yeah.
Thought I remembered that.
I modeled it, Bob textured it, and I want to update it. 'Cause it was one of the first ones I made coming back from.
That one would look cool with movable turrets since they're so fucking prominent. Oh shit, my mouse died. That's not good. Where's my chart?
Battlefront mode?
Yeah. Yeah, the thing doesn't last super long, like, well, 2 or 3 days, I guess. Hopefully they can take care of this battle on their own. Oh, here it is. The worst part about it is it's got this little nub that you, like, once it's done charging, you just hook the little nub into it and it goes wireless. It's really tiny and I, like, always misplace it. Someone's asking about the Megador. What did you decide for that again?
I can never remember which is which, but Dominion and Megador we decided would eventually be Mandator 2 in Bellator.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like we wouldn't be making a new ship type.
Mm-hmm. It'd be cool
We no longer have
if like when you do like the sequel or sorry the post NJO stuff, if you could have the New Republic like upgrade like their Star Destroyers and stuff, because that was like a big thing they did, like upgrading like the Mon
like the
Mothma and
Anakin
stuff.
Solo.
Yeah, Anakin Solo. Yeah.
We'd probably just call the Mon Mothma and Elegosa Claw kind Mark III, and
Yeah.
Anakin Solo kind like Mark IV or something.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Nolan did stat at least the Anakin Solo style already, just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he's done a stat line for the for like the 3.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool too, like if you did like a long GC, because you can never actually build those ships. So it would be like only ones you'd captured or whatever. I guess like, you could build them later, but I don't know. It'd just be cool if like you had to rely on Star Destroyers you captured to but I guess that's not really how it was.
It seems that the force has failed.
Yeah, those ones tended to be built directly. Like Elagos and Mothma were purpose built.
I don't know if it's clear about that. But maybe, I don't know.
Well, they tended to go that direction, except instead of like, ever acknowledging that the new class was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it was at least very heavily implied that they were making them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was never sure if I figured that they were like just heavy refits or what, but it does make sense as a new class.
Building started.
Building under construction.
All right, what's going on down here? I got 35 grand. I guess I should probably start bribing people and building ships. Oh, nice. Lucrehawk battleship.
Vehicle in production.
Building that.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh shit. Oh nice. Killing units in space is the best. Get that massive fleet by Elsa Khan.
Construction
Complete.
Loading.
Construction complete.
Do you ever build ground-based turbo lasers? Did you just find them not that useful?
I rarely build them because I usually just let my planets get taken and take them back, but or just never bother taking them back. They're really good against heroes, especially.
Dad, I don't need a fucking paragraph right now.
Choose your reinforcements.
I get to use the MTT for the first time. I've never actually used it before.
Give me just a
I
few
don't think.
seconds. The fight's not over.
Did you see what AOTR did with their extra, like their 2 different weapon pad sizes?
Like the bunker pads and the
Yeah.
regular build pads.
Yeah.
Yeah, how the like field hospital or whatever. I think it was.
Well, there's like some of them make sense. Like the scanner, for example, doesn't because it's limited to the big pad. You know what I mean? But have you ever thought about something like that? Like 1 or 2 like really big points on a map, for example?
It'd probably be something that we work in more as we develop the like the capture point victory, because it'll probably like with that we want it to end up being more like a fortified position you're taking. So more of a control king of the hill type situation. And the tactics involved in that.
Man, that fucking droid unloading animation is so good. Really have no clue how the fuck you managed it, but
That was Bob.
I just wouldn't even have thought that would have been possible. But having a shadow issue on this map. Oh, I don't know if you see it. It looks like okay,
Yeah,
and it looks a lot like a condom, Corey. Like a lot. You've got the little fucking jism tip at the top.
Shadows are weird.
Yeah, this shadow's
like,
really
it's
weird.
technically a prop that's.
This shadow's trying to bang me, dude.
It's a prop that's below the terrain. That's just because of that. It's rendering on it. Yeah.
We've secured a landing zone.
The shadow better stop playing. Try droids, come on, we need you. Come waddle your weird asses up there.
Sensor node constructed. Reinforcements cancelled. Construction complete. Bombing run available.
Roger that. Initiate attack run.
So are you doing anything new in quarantine, Corey?
Nope. Same thing I always do. Star Wars. And
Try to take over the lore.
same thing we do every night, Pinky.
We've lost a build pad.
Glad you got it. I thought trying to take over the lore was pretty funny, I don't know.
Right. That was awesome.
Sweet.
Loved it.
Thank you. Wait, are you just joking?
No, I loved it. I love it.
Oh shit.
Unit destroyed.
It's a PA so that Luger Hawks and TR if they conquer the corporate sector. That hasn't been the case for a long time. That went to Zinj and then it got removed from Zinj. And
Yeah, the less Lucreholics possible, the better in TR.
Have you done anything new in quarantine? Are you starting a few more channels? Or something?
No. I've been sleeping less. Which is not cool. Kelsey went to work today. First day
Wow.
done maternity leave.
It was what, 16 months?
Yep. Yep.
What kind of area does she work in?
She's a pediatric nurse. She works on the birth unit. Her like her coworkers were there like after she had Gus when we woke up the next morning. Well, not that morning, after we had a fucking nap because we've been up forever. But. It was really weird because our nurse was like a girl I went to high school with, so I woke up and I was like, Megan? What the fuck? It's like standing, like, you got no privacy in the room. I was just like sleeping on the couch or whatever and just standing there. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
One of my best friends from like grade, since like grade 1 is a teacher now. So he just talks about like teaching all the kids of the people we went to like grade 1 with.
Oh, really? Already, eh?
Yeah, these people are fucking mess.
Oh, well, I've got a kid. You think I'm messed up too, Corey? Don't answer
No,
that.
not all of them. Just the ones that were messes back then that are still.
Yeah, I got a couple. One of Kelsey's friends has 4 kids already, which just like from a getting busy perspective is kind of impressive.
Yeah. I think I told you about my
Cousins,
extended family's current situation.
trashiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to call your family trash. If you
I
want to
never
call
called
them,
it trashy on stream.
oh sorry.
off stream.
You could have just left it. I didn't call them trashy. I would have said like, okay, sorry.
Actually, some of them do watch. No, they watch my channel. We're not up. We're good.
Okay.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Moving.
I'm not talking about the ones that would be watching anyway. So if you're watching right now,
That's the most genius cover ever.
well, if they have kids, they know I'm probably talking about them. But the ones that would be watching don't have kids, so they know anyways that I'm not talking about them.
Okay.
And I'm not saying the act of having kids is trashy, it's just that they're trashy and also happen to have kids.
I mean, that is also that's a name a more iconic duo. Oh, howdy, boys. As Betsy says, hey, Betsy.
We've secured a build pad.
Who disliked the stream? My cousin.
Sensor constructed.
Just furious.
Form up.
Construction
Gold
complete.
Squadron commencing attack.
Wow. Alright. Who's left? Guess all these spider droids are together too to share on resources. Can't control them individually.
We've lost a build pad.
Or crab droid, sorry.
Missile arm. Get them. Launching.
Getting him. Getting him.
I'm glad you're enjoying Joint Command, Jonathan. I
I'm
haven't
enjoying it
opened the save yet. I'm hopefully going to record tomorrow.
I still haven't done the intro yet either.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a once I don't need that to actually record the episode. That's a Charlie problem.
Also, guys, because this is episode 1 of the series, I'm probably going to end this here so people don't have to watch 6 hours to get in. We probably will do the further episodes here in video format. Maybe I'll stream them on Twitch or something too, but I need to give Charlie some work. He's starting to think he's got rights and freedoms again, which is really problematic.
That's gross.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll probably end it here. I'll save, and yeah, let me know what you guys think of that video idea.
Military control achieved.
Corey, oh, I almost saved over Joint Command. I guess it doesn't matter. Here, one. Yeah, anything you want to end off with, Corey?
No, just thanks for playing the mod. Your check will be arriving shortly.
Yeah, you still owe me.
I know you hate it. I know you hate it, but
Yeah.
I paid you good money to play it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And your check for being my friend is here every month as usual. It should be on its way anyway. Coronavirus is slowing down a bit.
Finally.
Yeah. I basically give Charlie a check for being my friend every month. Haven't paid him yet for March, boys and girls.
That's not good.
Nah, he hasn't invoiced me yet, so. Anyway, that's it, guys. Yeah, leave a like.
Should I do the outro so you can cut off the stream while I'm doing it again?
Could you what?
Should I? I know what you're doing.
No, it's okay. Yeah, do the outro though, and tell them to like the video because we're only at 186, and you know that the better, more likes you get, the better video does.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope